Hello! To celebrate the release of Avatar 2, I'll introduce how to watch Avatar 1 in 3D with Quest 2. It's been after 13 years since the release of Avatar 1 in 2009. I barely managed to watch it then as it was hectic with a premium on the ticket. It's 13 years ago, so what I only remember is that it had some nudity. Anyhow, I watched the movie 13 years ago at the theaters in 3D. Honestly speaking, I wasn't so impressed. The movie was well received with a lot of favorable comments, but the 3D effect wasn't very immersive. Yet wow! When I watched this 3D Blu-ray with Quest 2, it was just wow. It had a very good image and overall a better experience than in the movies. People say VR lacks contents, but watching 3D movies with VR makes it a lot more useful. Apart from 3D, watching VR videos made in 180 and 360 degrees are a different type of amusement. Yet, in the case of VR exclusive videos, in the case of 180-degree side-by-side videos, it needs to be at least in 8K resolution to get a proper experience with Quest 2. Unfortunately, a properly filmed content for VR in 8K are nearly non-existent. But as always, we always find a way. Here is the popular AI these days. This AI enhances the resolution for videos. I am also preparing a video about this, so please stay posted. If our male audience refurbishes adult videos with this channel is full of useful content like this. In 2023, Apple taking part in the VR XR market is nearly finalized at this point. So, hit the subscribe button for this channel, then you wouldn't miss out on all the good information. Anyway, Avatar 1 is worth revisiting to celebrate the release of Avatar 2, and utilizing Quest 2, which has great value for money, would be a good way to watch high-quality 3D Blu-ray in VR. Before we go into it deeply, in a nutshell, it would first require a PC, then getting an ISO or MKV file, playing it with Daum PotPlayer, SPS, or over-under, enjoying the movie with big screen or virtual desktop. Let's look into each of the steps. First, you need a 3D Blu-ray ISO file or MKV file. You may be able to download them from a 3dhd.club website or torrent websites like RARBG, but these way are apparently illegal, so have a Blu-ray player and an original copy of the movie's Blu-ray disc, then ripping the file from the disc would be the safest way. So, a Blu-ray disc player and an original Blu-ray disc would be required. Some people say that they got the file and it was in bad resolution. A lot of illegal video files on the internet are mostly half SPS and offer half the quality of resolution. The Avatar 1 file that I ripped, that runs 2 hours and 40 minutes, is 43 gigabytes in MKV format and 46 gigabytes in ISO. A file this big would be full SPS.
Is ripping a must? Can you directly read the Blu-ray disc with the player?
Yes, that is the simplest way, but unfortunately, not in business operations like the theaters. 3D Blu-ray for individual users and 3D TV is a failing market, so not a lot of software support this simple way to play. The ones that do is paid and comes at a price. In the case of Powered, its latest version took out the 3D function. To directly read the Blu-ray disc and view it in 3D needs the function of decoding the Blu-ray disc side by side, or over-under functions to display on the screen, but there's not a lot of players that support those functions. Moreover, the compatibility of Blu-ray discs requires a continuous update, so the software should support such. But I am yet to see a program that supports both. If the program supports 3D, it doesn't update Blu-ray compatibility. Or if it reads the disc well, it wouldn't support 3D. So, to rip the disc with programs like MakeMKV or DVD Fab solves the decryption problem and allows you to view whichever player you want. Another reason would be the noise from the Blu-ray player. MakeMKV and DVD Fab are both paid programs, and MakeMKV offers 30-day trial and DVD Fab offers 3 free ripping. If it's past your MakeMKV trial period, there's a beta key you can use. So it's practically free to use and more simple. So I recommend MakeMKV. But as from its name MakeMKV, it only MakeMKV files. But as with ISO, there aren't any losses from resolution, and you can also rip to a smaller file. So I recommend ripping in an MKV format. For your information, you may run into label Blu-ray Ripper when you search for Blu-ray players. Please note that it's a Chinese wrapper program, which the programs inside is an illegal copy of MakeMKV. The install is similar to other programs, and if you run it, it asks whether you're going to use a 30-day trial. Select that you do, and rip by inserting the Blu-ray disc. Please note that for 3D, you should check MVC. For Avatar 1, it took 40 minutes for me to rip the file. If you made the ISO or MKV file, now open them in a player with the kind that supports SPS or over-under screen. I recommend the Korean Daum PotPlayer. When you install Daum PotPlayer, select to install codecs. After installation, select the file to play. ISO files can be opened with the setting, Open All Files. The file should run with the player, but it would appear on one screen. Click the 3D button on the left corner and set the player as in the screen. Then you'll view it in an SPS screen. Programs that support SPS in PC are Big Screen, Virtual Desktop, VORPX Desktop Viewer, and others. Personally, I felt that VORPX Desktop Viewer displayed the best resolution, but as it's a paid program, I'll look into a free one, Big Screen. I operated in Quest to AirLink with fixed 200 ms bandwidth. First link with AirLink, run SteamVR, then Big Screen. I personally prefer a blank environment with nothing around, so click Environment and select the void on the 7th page. Then play Daum PotPlayer in PC with full screen. Then click My Room, then Desktop. In Big Screen, change the 3D setting as SPS. The bar below will disappear by clicking the thumbstick. As I mentioned ahead, you can use any other program supporting SPS like Virtual Desktop. Big Screen was mentioned as it's a free program. I hope this video helps when you enjoy Avatar 1 at your home in a theater quality before enjoying the new Avatar 2. Please hit the like button if this video was of any help to you. And there are surely other movies that support 3D. And the full 3D effect comes when it's planned from the filming stage. But there are other ways by applying post-effect on the image to deploy a fake 3D effect. There is a website that lists up real 3D movies and fake 3D movies. Real or fake3D.com is the website, and a better 3D movie would be the ones on the real 3D list. Now, enjoy a great 3D experience and hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you for watching. See you next video.
그냥 지나가지 말고 구독이나 좀 해주쇼. 뭐? 아단 꼬라박힌 채널 주제에 구독? 옛다 구독! 감사합니다.